Shalom Akim, Shalom to the elect. All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to thee, all the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. This is your brother Shapaya from GMS Chicago, coming at you again with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Today's lesson, Colossians, the 4th chapter. Just going to dive straight into it, see what the Spirit brings us, and hopefully I can bring you some edification through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Colossians 4:1. Masters, give unto your servants that which is just and equal, knowing that ye also have a master in heaven. Now, I talked about this in the last chapter. All right. Well, I should have touched on this specific part. Even back in the day, you had certain Israelites under the master of under that were under servitude to other Israelites. Okay, so for example, if I had an Israelite servant, I'm supposed to be just unto him. All right, I should be reasonable and abound by the law. All right, and also your spiritual masters as well. In this thing of ours, we don't have time for tyrants and people of that nature, man. All right, that's just unfair, unjust, unruly. No, we ain't got time for that, man. Because guess what? We all have a master in heaven that we must answer to. All right? And Yahweh Shai said what? When you done the least unto them, ye have done it unto me. Verse 2, continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. Hey, so you're supposed to be out here praying without ceasing, standing upon your watch, and being, and it says, in the same with thanksgiving, always giving thanks to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and exhorting the brethren. With all praying also for us, like I just said, that Yahweh will open unto us the door of utterance to speak the mystery of Mashiach, for which I am also in bonds. Right? And that's what Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai has done for us through the men of the Lord. The door has been opened by the porter. Go read John the 10th chapter. Figure out who the porters are. All right. The door has been opened. All right. So we can receive the mystery of Mashiach, and that we ourselves in turn can go and speak the mystery and open the door unto others. All right. And Paul said, for which I am also in bonds. All right, now Paul actually got put in jail for this gospel. All right, but spiritually, what did Paul say? I'm a prisoner of hope. I'm a prisoner of Hamashiach. Okay. Matter of fact, when you read Sirach, was it Wisdom of Solomon? It tells you that wisdom is like a fetter of iron. All right, you're chained to her. Okay. I'm just like it. That I may make it manifest as I ought to speak, walking in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. You have to be wise out here in the world. Yeah, we get into a little folly, but it's better to hide your folly than your wisdom, all right? But nonetheless, when you in this world, you have to move with wisdom, right? The Lord doesn't call the law the frontlets of our eyes for no reason. You have to view everything with a spiritual aspect, all right? You just can't be out here all willy-nilly. You can't you shouldn't be doing nothing without advice or counsel through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. As cliche as they say, what would Jesus do? What would Yahweh Shai do? All right? That's how you have to move around in this world. And I mean that, brother. I live in Chicago. For brothers who stay in Babylon the Great, you know how it is, especially the brothers that stay in these urban cities, like in New York, Chicago, L.A., all right, Baltimore, Miami, cities like that go fucking nuts, okay? It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time, that your speech always be with grace, seasoned with salt. So you got to be speaking the right things in this truth, all right, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. every man, all right? Whether it's through the scriptures, through the Spirit, whether you teaching the scriptures, or honestly, everyday life. Sometimes you just can't say whatever the hell you want to, man. All right? That's another part of wisdom, all right? Knowing how to spit on the fire, okay? And just knowing how to speak with salt, that wisdom, being wise, all right? Like I say, a kind word, turning away wrath. You when you get into this truth, you have to apply everything, man. Like they say, think before you speak. No, that's real shit. But primarily speaking with speech, hey, you got to know these breakdowns in these scriptures, man. All right. It says, all my state with shall Titius, so like it, declare unto you, who is a beloved brother, a faithful minister, and a fellow servant in the Lord, whom I have sent unto you for the same purpose, that he might know your estate and comfort your heart. So the scriptures say you got to know the state of your flock. All right, so that's basically what Paul was doing. All right, let me send you out. Hey, go check on this camp. Go do this. See how them brothers doing. Build them up. Exhortation. Brothers going through it, comfort them with the scriptures. Okay. With Emmaus, a faithful and beloved brother, who is one of you, they shall make known unto you all the things which are done here. So basically, hey, this is what's going on in Corinth, or this is what's going on in Chicago, or this is what hey, we have those meetings or talks today, as of this day. All right, just making sure. I mean, we have technology now, so we ain't got to travel like that, but it's the same principle. All right, it says, verse 10, Archius, my fellow prisoner, saluteth you. All right, like I said, Paul and them was in bonds. All right, but now also that, hey, we are also prisoners in this truth, prisoners of Mashiach. In Marcus, it says, sister, son of Barnabas, touching whom you received commandments, if he come unto you, receive him. In Yahushai, which is called Justus, who are of the fellow circumcision, which you got to understand that name back then was a common name, okay? It says, and you see how they surnamed him Justus, all right? Because Joshua, hey, it's a common name, but hey, today the only person we really call Yahushai is Yahushai, because he's that holy, man. These only are my fellow workers unto the kingdom of Yahweh, which have been a comfort unto me. Ephraim, who is one of you, a servant of Mashiach, saluteth you, always laboring fervently for you in prayers, that you may stand perfect and complete in all the will of Yahweh. All right, so hey, Paul had brothers around him, hey, praying for other brothers, laboring fervently for brothers. All right, and just like, hey, we call the elder, hey, elder said shalom, you give some words of wisdom. The same thing that went back on during this time is done now. Okay? It says, verse 13, for I bear him record that he have a great zeal for you, and them that are in Laodicea, and them of Hierapolis. All right? Which these are Greek cities, all right? Which proves that, hey, these are Israelites. Luke, the beloved physician, and Demas greet you. Salute the brethren which are in Laodicea and Nymphus, and the church which is in his house. And when this epistle is read among you, cause that when this epistle is read among you, cause that it be read also in the church of the Laodiceans, and that ye likewise read the epistle from Laodicea, and say unto Archippus, take heed to the ministry which thou hast received in the Lord, that thou fulfill it. So what is he telling them to do? Take heed of the ministry which thou hast received and fulfill it. We all have a job to fulfill in this truth. We have lots that we stand in, and we supposed to be running that lot to the fullest. All right? And salutations by the hand of me, Paul. Remember my bonds. Grace be with you. Amen. It's Paul. Hey, Paul was going through it. Paul sometimes was in captivity. And when I say captivity, I mean prison. All right? Cities were in uproar. All types of shit was going on, man. And what was he doing? He was still doing the work, writing epistles, letters, things of that nature, man. All right? Things of that nature, man. Same things we're doing now, man. So when you read, and these are smaller books, but they hit heavy. Some of these books that Paul wrote, these epistles, hit heavy. They touch on a lot of different things, man. And it makes you sit down and think and contemplate about a lot of things. Okay? What we in, yeah, it's a serious thing. It's not a joke. It's not a fucking play free for all. Okay? Know that it's stated like flock. If you love Yahushua, feed his sheep and fulfill yourself in the ministry, man. Go watch 300, how they fought together, man. That's how we supposed to be in the ministry. And with that, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Bye, bye, bye.